Hey, people, hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Today I wanted to make a quick, who should you pick for your Lantern Festival guide. As you guys might know, everyone in Liyue who's a 4-star is being offered up for free right now. So this is a great time to pick up one of these 4-stars or that constellation that you wanted. Now, I'm going to just go over some of the options that you have here and tell you whether or not you might want them. So, first of all, I'm going to start off from worst to best, generally. So, I'm going to start off with probably the worst is Xingyan. Xingyan is probably one of the worst units in the game. I would not suggest getting Xingyan, even if you don't have Xingyan. She's just not worth it. She's frankly terrible, and as you can see, I've already pulled 6 of her, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I can't really even comment on it. It's just she has bad on-field, bad off-field, doesn't do anything that's particularly great. I would just avoid her at all possible. Second, I would probably say Ningguang. She's definitely one of the worst options here. Mainly just because you can purchase her from Paimon's Bargains. And also, she's probably one of the worst Geo units in the game, frankly. A lot of people, Geo got a big buff recently with Lunar Geo, but it's just basically you don't want to take Ningguang. She is great for exploration, so if you're hunting down ore collectibles and stuff like that, her catalyst breaks ore better than great swords and stuff. So that is an element, but she's not really that great. Next, I'd obviously put Beto as well. She's also in Paimon's Bargains. Not the worst Electro in the game or anything like that. I mean, I think it's debatable, and I think she is one of your best off-field Electros that you can get other than Fischl in the early game. However, she just is pretty power crept at this point. She's pretty bad. Definitely not one of the ones that I would suggest. But yeah. Next up would be Yanfei. Yanfei was a great catalyst main DPS damage dealer back in the day, but a lot of people find her most useful contribution is in her late constellation barrier build. So if you have her max constellation, she makes a shield, not one of the best shields in the game, but she makes a shield. So she sort of competes for main DPS or shielder in your party. Obviously, there's better shielders that you can get, and there's actually better shielders on this list that I'll get to. But yeah, not fantastic, especially if you're just getting her. If you're getting her max constellation, not bad. I mean, next would be Yunjin. Yunjin is fantastic for specific builds, very specific builds, and that would be normal attack builds. She's sort of your Zing Q or your Yalan. She basically augments your normal attack speed significantly. She's one of the best normal attack speed boosters in the game. Definitely one of the better ones. And she's okay if you're doing a Geo team. However, yes, a lot of her stuff sort of pops off later on. I mean, she does get the attack speed buff wherever, but yeah, not a bad unit. Certainly a lot better than Ningguang if you're wanting a Geo unit. She also sort of competes for Favonius Lance, which I guess a lot of people don't have a lot of Favonius Lances at the end of the day. And then next up would definitely be Changyun. Don't overlook Changyun. Changyun's good. Changyun is one of the better cryo characters that you can have that's a 4-star. If you've not got a Scoffier or who's the new Ice Queen or whatever, you know who I'm talking about. But if you don't have a 5-star ice unit, Chongyun is great. Like if you're gonna have like world bosses, like the one for the new robot girl, that you're gonna need a cryo support, and your options are Chongyun or Rosaria. Chongyun also has like some special abilities, like he can do like infuse. You can increase your. You can reduce your skill cooldowns. You can also like do a lot of stuff. He's a very like overlooked unit, and if you don't have a good cryo party member like Diona or Rosaria or Kaya maxed out, like Chongyun's definitely one of the contenders for your cryo main. Next up is Yayao. Yayao is one of the best Dendro healers in the game. There's not really any other really Dendro healer support in the game, and also she has good Dendro application. Perhaps not enough Dendro application. Usually you like to pair her up with someone else, but she's good with Nefer. She's good with Nahida. She's good with any other Dendro character, and then you like supplement that with like a quickening or a hyper boom team. She is really good. Like definitely when you want the more constellations, the better. She's definitely going to be one of the top contenders for who you want to pick. You know. Next up would be obviously the old classic Xingqiu and Jianglan. They're both really like great. Obviously you can get them in Paimen's bargains, but that's only like 3 per year. You might regret picking them though due to the other 2 options, as debatably there's only 4 or 5 characters on this list who are meta right now, which is Yayao, Zhanglang, and Xingqiu. Other than that, like I have to explain Zhang Lang. She's like one of the best units in the game. She has some of the best pyro application. She's still like top contender for like off-field pyro application. A lot of people think she's like power crept or whatever. She is still like one of the best power off-field damage dealers in the game. And then Xingqiu is like, if you don't have Yulan, this guy is amazing. Like this guy is like awesome. Like the hydro application goes really well in quickening builds, bloom builds, melt builds, whatever you vape builds, whatever you want to do with him. He's really good, and he doesn't really like. He's very easy to build. That's another big significant thing about it. Next is Gaming and Lan Yan. Lan Yan is the best shielder in the game, even better than the 5 stars. Like the only like. You could say that, like, the new robot girl. You could say Anefa is a better shielder, but it's, like, apples and oranges. Like, if we're talking about actual like, shielding value, she's better than Zhang Fei. No, she's better than Zhong Li. She's better than, like, all of them. She's certainly a lot better than Yan Fei. But what you want, though, is our first 2 constellations. Or I think our first constellation is the most important one, but she doesn't need max constellations to be good. She just needs her first constellation. That allows her to imbue her shields with the element of the monster you're attacking, and that allows you to have specific element resistance on your shield that even increases your shield higher. Not only is her shield value extremely high, you can like make it even better by attuning it to the element of the monster that you're fighting. Finally is Gaming. Gaming is one of the best main DPSs in the game. He's certainly up there in terms of viability for being your main in this game. He's very fun to play. He's a healer. He does a lot of damage. He's a 2-handed user. He uses like this sort of like plunge style where he like bounces up and down. He's very fun to play. Difficult to play, debatably, but very fun to play. He's definitely, if I my top 5 would be Lanyan, Gaoming, Xingqiu, and obviously Yao Yao, you know. Gaming's really good. More constellations, the better, obviously. So really, these top, like everyone, the top row is like top 4, and then you've got Yao Yao. And obviously, you want to get Yao Yao's outfit. It's free, so get it, you know. But yeah, this is my opinions on the free 4-star for the Lantern Rite. I hope I didn't like yammer on too much, and let me know if this guy has been helpful. But yeah, hope you have a wonderful day.